guys, tonight on SmackDown. Tonight on SmackDown, you know, this is going to be a two-part review. SmackDown and Mr. McMahon's retirement. And Mr. McMahon's retirement, wrestling fans, shockwaves. Absolute shockwaves, okay? I see big changes, as a lot of us do. I see big changes coming in WWE. I definitely do. I think that it will happen gradually over time, but we're going to dive into Mr. McMahon's retirement plus SmackDown's review, the entire show right here tonight. First things first, y'all know what to do. By subscribing, we're going to take care of a little bit of business before we get started. Subscribing, much appreciated, helps out the channel by becoming a subscriber. Hit that like button, hit the bell for all notifications, and leave me a big comment down below. Big thumbs up. It is appreciated. Now, wrestling fans, Mr. McMahon's retirement. I'm going to be honest with you. Right off the bat, if you want me to come on here and just rub dirt about things that's recently happened, this ain't the channel for you. This isn't the channel for you. Go somewhere else. I do feel, though, that this could very well lead to be a good thing with Mr. McMahon not being in charge of creative, not being the top dog anymore, even though there's a lot of things that we should be thankful, we should be thanking Mr. McMahon for. And I'll discuss those in just a little bit. But this could be a very, very, very good thing, Mr. McMahon not being in charge. Okay? First things first, creative. Some superstars getting pushed like they haven't been in the past. I can come up with two right now. Ali and Cedric Alexander. Right now down in the main event as a tag team. Listen, that tag team could thrive on the main roster under Triple H and Stephanie McMahon. 100% thrive a lot better under those two than they ever would under the regime under Vince McMahon. 100%. Honestly, I hope, and I mean this wholeheartedly, I hope that those two do come up and thrive. Because, listen, Ali came, jobbed, horrible. Then got shot right down to the main event where we don't see him unless you watch it on Peacock. And we all know what happened to Cedric Alexander as soon as the Hurt Business broke up. He became Monday Night Raw's resident jobber and then went down to main event and then tag teamed up with Ali. So I'll be glad to see, and I'm wondering what exactly is going to come out of that union. I really am. Wrestling fans, Mr. McMahon being gone, all you got to do is look at how SmackDown opened up the show tonight. The six-man tag team matchup. I'm not saying WWE's going to go with this every single week. But them taking that brawl with those six men, the Usos, the Street Profits, Theory, and Madcap Moss, and bleeding it all the way through the entire show, hey, look, I like that a whole lot better than them taking that brawl and having the match immediately after. For so long we've been seeing that. That's a change, okay? That's a change that is much needed. Storytelling throughout the entire night, okay? Mr. McMahon, on a weekly basis. We didn't have storytelling on a week. We didn't have storytelling throughout the night. We didn't. It's segment after segment after segment after segment. So I appreciate what WWE did tonight. Okay. You know, but at the same time, even though there's some things that are going to change that's going to make the show a lot better that I just mentioned, there are some things that we really need to step back and say thank you. I mean, really, because I'm not going to sit here, as I mentioned before, and throw all the dirt. Now, when I say thank you, I'm not going to be the people in attendance on SmackDown tonight who was bowing down and doing all this stuff like you usually do when you are in the audience on SmackDown or on Monday Night Raw when Mr. McMahon comes out. I am not doing that. I'm not. But since we're talking about Mr. McMahon's retirement here, we should be saying thank you for a few different things. Number one, the things that we get to enjoy. The things that we get to enjoy. The things that we watch on TV. Okay, Raw, SmackDown. You know, I would say NXT, but that's Triple H. I'm not saying NXT. NXT, the era that we enjoyed was Triple H. Some of the pay-per-views, I'm not mentioning the pay-per-views that lasted 1 year. Goodness gracious, Great Balls of Fire. I'm not mentioning those. I'm talking about the SummerSlams, WrestleMania, Royal Rumble, Survivor Series. I'll even throw King of the Ring in there. That was always my favorite pay-per-view outside of the Big Four. That was my favorite. 1993, King of the Ring. You couldn't get a better pay-per-view than that. Wish they'd go back to something like that. Under Triple H and Stephanie McMahon, it wouldn't surprise me if we got something like that. King of the Ring or Queen of the Ring. Hey, who knows? But wrestling fans, and oh, by the way, me saying that, I'm not talking about down on NXT. I'm not. It's great to see those old school pay-per-views on NXT, but let's see some of them on the main roster. Okay, let's see some of them on the main roster as well. But listen, some of the things that we need to say thank you for Mr. McMahon, not only that, but for me, growing up as a kid, some of his commentary work as well. Whether it was the Jesse Ventura era, or when he was in the mid-90s with Gorilla Monsoon or Bobby Heenan in the early 90s, or Jim Ross, or whoever it was. It didn't matter. Mr. McMahon, always outlandish. It was great. So, y'all let me know what you're thinking in the comments below about that. But I always appreciated his commentary work. And I always enjoyed his commentary work. So I do thank him for that, and I thank him for some of the pay-per-views that we get to watch today still. But guys, most assured, ever since 2014, really, when the Yes movement was kind of dying down some, I would say that the storytelling has lowered quite a bit. Lowered quite a bit in WWE, and this is going to be a breath of fresh air for all of us. So we'll wait to see what happens. But thank you. Let me know what you're thinking in the comments below, and I'm gonna take a break. And as you all know, I have this Backyard Beatdown stuff on the channel. Really good addition to the channel that we've been doing for quite some time on our third season. I'm going to take a break and let you see a part of that, a portion of one of our Backyard Beatdowns of that. And of course, I'll be back for the SmackDown portion of this review. So stay tuned in. Remember to subscribe, and I'll be right back.
David Awesome is just he's not even supposed to be a part of this match. What a prick. Oh yeah, now he's taking off his jacket.
What happens when you touch my suit?
Oh my gosh. What a what's going on here? And I still don't know what Farva is. What? There's Farva?
Come on, go Farva, get it!
Uh-oh, David Awesome's running. Whoa, what's that? And where did they go? There's too much action. What's going on?
Come on, Farva!
Let's go, Farva.
Oh, it looks like Farva's going to win
Let's go,
this.
Farva.
Crook. I'm afraid this is a dark day for Backyard Beatdown fans.
It's a great day.
It's a dark day. The Empire has taken over. It is a dark day. It's like Star Wars.
Yeah.
Empire takes over.
Clearly, Rick doesn't give a crap about himself.
He just split his belly open. Oh my God.
Yes.
Oh no, this is
Yes.
the Emperor. The Empire has taken over. Darth Vader and the Emperor's taken over. Oh, it's over with. The corporation's got the belt. Oh my goodness. And it looks like the winner of this ladder match is Farva. Oh my goodness. Woohoo!
Well, I hope you enjoyed that Backyard Beatdown clip. One of the many things that this channel does outside of the reviews, the previews, and things like that. If you enjoyed that clip, make sure you go and check out everything Backyard Beatdown does here on the channel. But wrestling fans, SmackDown tonight didn't build too much to SummerSlam, which it hasn't really built to SummerSlam throughout this entire build, quite frankly. They gave some build towards the tag team matchup, and they gave us a huge surprise there at the end, where we found out earlier today that if Vince was gone, then Brock Lesnar was gone. So we found that out earlier today, and poof, he's right back up. He's right back here in the WWE. We all kind of figured out that he was going to show back up. He wasn't going to miss SummerSlam. At least I didn't. But I didn't think he was going to miss. But with that being said, he showed back up at the very end of SmackDown and F5'd Austin Theory to oblivion, not once but twice on the briefcase. I do appreciate WWE going throughout the entire night, building up this tag team matchup. Really do appreciate that. Hopefully we see more of that in the future. They started out with that brawl, they continued on the story with the Usos talking to Paul Heyman. And, of course, Austin Theory doing his usual shtick about the Money in the Bank briefcase and all that stuff. Maxine Dupree going to unveil beach models next week on SmackDown with the maximum male models. I've said it before and I'll say it again. These guys need to get turned into somewhat like the Mean Street Posse, where they're in tag team matches and they're doing stuff backstage instead of just coming out and revealing different outfits and stuff like that just to fill up TV time. Because let's just face it, wrestling fans, if they don't, unemployment line, here they come. Okay, so hopefully Triple H and Stephanie McMahon can tweak this a little bit. That is what I'm hoping for, and I'm sure that's what you're hoping for as well. But as far as the rest of SmackDown, not too much happened. I really do not care about Lacey Evans coming out and punching Aaliyah in the face. I don't care about that whatsoever, and I'm sure you all don't either. Next week, the tag title, the tag team of New Day will take on the new and vicious Viking Raiders. So we will see how that goes. I really think they could have saved this for like the pre-show or the main show of SummerSlam. If you want to know truth, give us something a little bit different. But they're sticking it on SmackDown's card, so we'll have to wait and see that. And SmackDown, honestly, it looks like they are going to put Gunther and Nakamura on SummerSlam's card. And I'm glad that they're doing that instead of putting it on SmackDown, because I don't like having title matches week after week after week. I don't. I think it devalues the speciality of seeing a championship match on network television. I really do. WWE overexposes that. So hopefully that changes as well in the future. That's what I'm hoping for. But wrestling fans, y'all let me know what you're thinking in the comments below. Subscribe to the channel today. Hit that bell button. And of course, until I see you again, this is Webby, and I'll catch all of you on the other side. Talk to you later.